It's the final episode. How are we feeling? But I definitely won't be recording this one all at once. Last time we squeaked past Blue here in his Lego house, but there were some losses along the way. Still got us a squad though. Starting of course with Ash, the level 71 Bayleaf from the top of the Tin Tower. Then we have May the Corsola, an empty slot, Shucky the Typhlosion, now with Thunder Punch, forgot the Alakazam, and another empty slot. We're gonna have to do something about that. For now, what we're gonna do is grab our Steelix, because that could fill one of those empty slots. Get a bird that we can teach Fly to. And do the little bit of housekeeping needed to get ready for the final battle. Or rather, to grind a bit before the final battle. Because I said I wanted Ash to be fully evolved. I'm standing by that. And probably have to raise up at least one new team member as well. At least a little bit to make it worthwhile. For now, we got a couple of goodbyes to say. Why so sleepy, the Dragonair? I had high hopes for you. 2 levels away from evolving, which is pretty cool in a playthrough like this, but back to your nap. And the future of the Xatu. You've been carrying me all over this region, but you can't carry me anymore. It's time to rest. Now, that we're all using 3 boxes, I'm going to use this feature for what I think is the first time in the playthrough. I'm going to find that Pidgeot that I know I have somewhere, as well as a familiar face we haven't seen in a little bit. Emerald the Steelix. Looks like they're both in this box. Pretty sure Emerald is in this one. Yeah, okay. Welcome back, Emerald. Might train you up a little bit too. And what did I name that Pidgeot? Here it is, Big Burb. I really was phoning in some of these nicknames toward the end, huh? Well, listen, I've had to name a lot of Pokemon. And I never claimed to be good at it. Anyway. Got our new fly user. In a second. I mean, I see no reason to keep Tackle. And let's go see Professor Oak. Back in Pallet Town, not gonna say hi to Red's mom this time. Did that bit already. She really just opens right up to a stranger kid who wanders into her house. Wow, excellent. I got all the gym badges. I have 16 of them. Now I'm allowed to go to Mount Silver. How cool is that? My Pokedex. I heard I've caught a lot of Pokemon, huh? Well, lost a lot of Pokemon too. I'm gonna fly to the Indigo Plateau first, because this is kind of the last chance to... No, you know what? I'm gonna stock up on items after I finish grinding, because I'll have a clearer picture then of what I need. So for now, let's just go to Viridian City and head out toward Mount Silver. I just don't want to, like... You know, if I do end up buying a Fire Punch TM for Shucky or something, I don't want to not do that because I've run out of money. I'll stock up on items later. Here we go. Those 2 dudes are gone. And we're on a new route, I think. Are we on a new route? Yep. Don't really know my geography with the region switch in the middle of this, but we can certainly run into something here. Don't feel especially motivated to train this. Kind of a funny thing to run into, though. Where do you even get Mr. Mime in Gold and Silver? I don't think I remember. Anyway, we knocked it out, so... So much for that encounter. Onward. Okay, I guess it's just Route 28 until we get to the Pokemon Center at least. And then I think, from memory of looking at Poke-Earth, I think the grass immediately outside the cave is officially the same area as the cave, even though they have different encounter tables. So I think... Yes. So I forgot it's called the Silver Cave. But that's where I am already. So whatever I get in this grass here is the last encounter in the run. I'm pretty sure. Let's see if it's anything good. You know, that's really appropriate. It is very fitting that the last encounter would be a Wartortle. Let's try to catch it. How could I not? I must have a Wartortle already, because I remember I had a Blastoise that died. But I caught that as a Blastoise, so if Wartortle is already registered in my dex, I probably caught a Wartortle pretty recently. I've caught a lot of stuff recently that I haven't trained and maybe don't remember and love individually like a longtime team member like May here. But yeah, if the last encounter is going to be a Wartortle, how can I not try to catch that? Honestly, it might even be worth training up. I do have an open team slot. I could have starters of all three types. It's worth thinking about. I'm going to have some time between recording sessions, I think, to decide what I want to do. We got the Wartortle. And we'll name it... End. Because it's our last encounter, I'm pretty sure. So. Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking ahead a little bit. But what I need to do right now, I'm gonna pause the recording. Gonna do an amount of grinding. Gonna choose that 6th team member, because there is a vacant slot right now. And when I've done the amount of grinding, after an amount of time, I'll be right back to finish the episode. Don't know how long that's gonna be, but for you it's gonna be in just 3, 2, 1, 0. Hello again. It's been a while for me, at least. Okay, I did some grinding. Everyone on the team got a little bit of the grinding experience. I also gave out some of the TMs that I've been hoarding all this time. But first, the thing that I know you most want to see, I went ahead and bought a bunch of full restores before I resumed the recording. Resumed the recording, like I just paused it for a little bit. It's been quite a few days. Hopefully we won't need those full restores, but we have them if we do. Like I said, it's a bit of grinding. Ash is now a fully evolved Meganium, and has added Giga Drain and Earthquake to his moveset. Giga Drain, so for the sake of having a single turn grass type attack so that I don't have to always rely on the Solar Beam charge up turn. May's moveset is unchanged, but she is at a higher level. Shucky has Fire Punch now. Still no Flamethrower. Forgot's moveset is unchanged, but he's still at a higher level. I mean, can't really improve on perfection, can you? Emerald now has the Dig and Iron Tail TMs. I'm a little iffy on going 4 attacks on Emerald, but there's not really anything I want to drop from here. I could have kept Screech, or she had Sandstorm for a bit, but I think this is alright. And I preserved a little bit of suspense about the 6th team member. There were a lot of good possibilities that I considered. We've seen some of them in past episodes, like Paper the Scizor, and Fuel the Pupitar. But I can be a bit of a stubborn guy, you know? And in the end, damn it, I wanted that level 55 Dragonite. So here's Lighthouse. The Dragonite that I caught at level 8 on, like, Route 4. Yeah, that's where a lot of that grinding time went. Lighthouse knows Fire Punch, Wing Attack, Thunder Wave, and Dragon Breath. Even though I've mostly been doing the 4 attacks thing, I think Thunder Wave could be clutch, situationally. We'll see. In any case, I haven't taught Flash to any of the team. I'm going to try to get through Mount Silver without it. I think I've talked before about how as a kid I deleted Ice Punch from my Alakazam in favor of Flash, so that I could just go solo red with my level 100 Alakazam whenever I felt like it. This is going to play out a little differently for a couple of reasons, but I do have a map that I'm going to consult on my phone to try... Ooh. If I don't drop my phone all over the floor first, to try to navigate this cave without needing Flash. I'm actually gonna hop off the bike. Down one more, I think. Maybe that was too far. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, looks like that worked. And I think I could pretty much just bump into walls as needed from here. This way. This way. This way. This way. This way. And then 1 step. And up. Looks like that worked. Left. Up. Left. Up. I'm not even looking at the game right now, I'm just waiting until I hear the bumping into wall noise. This is the last part that I think is a little tricky. Yeah, I have to go up 1. Right. 1. 2. I think that'll basically do it. There we go. No Flash needed. I wasn't even watching the game for most of that. I'm sure it was riveting visually, but hey, we've made it to the end. It's time to take on Red. Do you think this area is supposed to be outdoors in this game, by the way? Like, is it the peak of the mountain like in the remakes? Because if it is, I didn't pick up on that at all as a kid. But anyway, this is it. Here's our guy. Let's see what he's got. Developer Mike. As if the developer inserted himself into the game as a final challenge in his crazy messed up version of Johto. Leading off with a Lapras. Okay, level 81 Lapras. Honestly, don't know how we beat that. I'm gonna go right for a Solar Beam. Maybe we get killed by Ice Beam before we pull it off. I'm definitely worried about the life of our highest level team member here, but okay, Rain Dance is kind of a free turn for us. Counting on big Solar Beam damage, so I don't like how slowly that HP bar is moving. Oh, that was not such big damage at all. And there's the Ice Beam. Do I go May here? I don't know, like if it has Hydro Pump or something, I don't think May takes that. You know what? I chose to grind everyone to level 55 because that was the goal for Lighthouse, because that's the evolution level that I failed to get the other Dragonite to. But... and also because I just had a limit on how willing I was to, you know, grind for quite a while. I'm gonna stall this out with items. I think I can do that. He might even end up wanting to set up Rain Dance again. So sorry to be that guy. Anyway, level 55 might not do it, depending on what Red's got on his team. There's another Ice Beam. Hopefully the Lapras is as good as it gets. Maybe I should have switched to May. What I'm afraid of... Okay, well, I think that justifies a full restore. What I'm afraid of is losing May to like a Hydro Pump. I don't know what Lapras gets. But it's not like I have anybody else who's going to switch in on this. Well, Shucky could switch in on an Ice Beam, but Shucky then definitely doesn't take a water attack. Considering the rain... Yeah, of course, the other possibility is that Ash gets crit. Call that deserved if you want. That might be game losing. Right off the bat. I'm gonna... You know what would be really nice right now? I'm gonna try to get that Ancient Power boost. There's the Hydro Pump. It misses. So that's something. An Ancient Power boost would be clutch right now. Don't get it. But we do get a crit, and the rain stops. Will he set up the rain again? No, he goes right for Hydro Pump, but it's a neutral hit. Now not rain boosted. We live on 2. Okay, oh man. Ancient Power doesn't KO, but does get the boost. Gonna heal. It's the red fight. I don't feel any shame. That's not true. I feel a little bit of shame, but I'm doing what I have to do. I lost my strongest Pokemon by far, without knocking anything out. He has a full restore as well. That's really bad. Do I go for another Ancient Power right now, or do I go for Whirlpool Chip? Almost said Whirlwind Chip. I'm gonna go straight for Ancient Power, because it can boost again. We are now faster. And that's not bad damage. Safeguard is kind of a free for us, so it has Hydro Pump, and I believe it's used 2 already. It has Ice Beam, which we resist. And it has 2 non-attacking moves in Rain Dance and Safeguard, but of course the Rain Dance makes the Hydro Pump stronger, and I'm pretty sure, I mean... What's the boost from Rain Dance? Is it... 50%? Pretty sure we don't take... We might take a rain boosted Hydro Pump from full, that's what I was trying to say. But not from... I would expect not from anything less than full. Last Ancient Power, unless I use an Ether or something. The second boost would be incredible. We don't get it. The odds didn't favor it. Sure hope we take this Hydro Pump at +1 special defense. I think we do. Yep. But they're getting harder to take. But that's at least his 3rd Hydro Pump. He has another full restore. We can stall this Lapras out, I think. And then he has 5 more Pokemon. This is the highest level 1, but they're all, what, over 70. So I sure hope they're like 5 Geodude or something. I'm gonna go for another recover right now because... I don't know, I'm scared. He sets the Safeguard back up. That gives us an opening. I'm not eager to use an Ether. I'll set up the Whirlpool Chip for now. And I'll probably just have to Ether. It's not the end of the world. Okay, that is a resisted Ice Beam into +1 special defense. Yeah, that didn't do too much. Do we take a Hydro Pump from here? I think we do. I'm gonna be unhappy with myself if I'm wrong. I only have 1 Ether. You know what? I'm gonna recover. I'm gonna play it safe, try to get rid of... Well, I don't... Does he have any Hydro Pumps left? I haven't... I know he's used at least 3. I haven't tracked them that carefully. I could just waste your time and stall this whole thing out with Whirlpool. I don't know how many full restores he gets. He's used 2 already. I have 1 Ether, I have 2 Max Ethers. I I will go for it. I will use an ether on Ancient Power. Another Ice Beam. He might not have any Hydro Pumps left. But I am gonna go for Recover here, just in case. It'd be pretty silly if I do all this to get past the first Pokemon and then May sweeps the rest of his team. I mean, I won't complain if that's what happens, but remains to be seen. Down to exactly 100 HP. I'm gonna recover again. I don't think I trust 100. Over 100, probably I go for something. Anyway, we get to full now as it goes for another Safeguard. At least the AI is giving us some openings here. Another Ancient Power, decent damage, no boost. That Ice Beam does a lot of damage! It was a crit! Heal up. Another Ice Beam. Go right for another Recover. If May takes down this Lapras, no doubt the hero of the run. As we get crit by Ice Beam again, and we live on 1! I'm not messing with Recover this time. I didn't buy these items to not use them. That's not great either. Don't know if we take a Hydro Pump, if he has any Hydro Pumps left. I would love another Ancient Power boost. That would make me so much comfier. No boost. Goes for Safeguard. Another Ancient Power might KO. Not quite. Goes for another Safeguard. I guess he did run out of Hydro Pumps. Do I preserve PP, or do I fish for another boost? I think I'm feeling the boost. Don't get it. That's okay. That's a Pikachu in the base game. Okay, a Fortress. Well, +1 rain boosted Surf. Let's see how it handles that. Unfortunately, not too badly, but it goes for Bide, and that's just a free KO with another Surf. Okay, we're 1/3 of the way there. It's got 4 Pokemon left. We have the lead in Pokemon right now. But all of ours are level 55. Didn't want to see that! Goodbye, Ancient Power boosts. Can't stay in on this. Go Lighthouse with double grass resistance. Look at that new, recently very powerful team member. Takes like nothing from Razor Leaf and will throw off a Wing Attack. Dodge Sleep Powder. Perfect. Should I have taught Fly to Lighthouse? Eh. Wing Attack probably does more in over 2 turns, right? Don't remember Fly's base power. It's not that strong. Okay, the Victory Bell is actually pretty easy to deal with. Stone Evolutions kind of bail us out one more time. Red has only had fully evolved Pokemon so far, but let's see what he's hiding in the back. We're halfway there. A Slowbro? Why does he have a Slowbro? I'm gonna paralyze it. The free turns could be useful. Obviously the speed drop doesn't really do anything. Why does he have a Slowbro with Amnesia? Mostly special attacker. Yeah, pretty much special attacker, special attacker, special attacker, weak to water. Just gonna spam wing attack, buddy. Just gonna spam wing attack and hope it works out. Oh, that did actually quite a bit of damage. We get the full para. Get no psychic. Of course, it's Gen 2. Amnesia doesn't boost special attack, but that still does a lot of damage. Oh, it sure does. We've seen Amnesia, we've seen Psychic. I would consider switching to Emerald if I knew that it didn't have a water attack, but I don't know that it doesn't have a water attack. So here's our old friend. What did I get all that money for, if not to use items? I am sure I've used a lot of words to describe this Nuzlocke. Hardcore has never been one of them. I am not a pro Nuzlocker by any stretch. Anyway, we can fish for a full para now. You know what? It's GSC Red. Why am I justifying anything? Blue is kind of tough with his Pokemon at about the same levels that I have right now. Oh, look! Red has 70s and 80s. And apparently not nerfed by the randomizer at all. Maybe he still has a Snorlax. Can you imagine? Still haven't gotten a full para since that first one. Guess I can't really complain. Live by the cheese, die by the cheese. I'm gonna run out of Psychics eventually. Or crit, or get drops. I mean, there's a lot that can happen here. So far, pretty straightforward. Imagine if I still had Ash. Well, I mean, with the Amnesia, I mean, I don't know that Ash is even doing all that much of this. I guess Body Slam would still chunk it, or Earthquake. Earthquake would still chunk it nicely. Forgot resists Psychic, but does what back? And doesn't resist any other attack that this is likely to have. And hey, you play passively, you risk getting crit. Won't be so much that I can say if it happens. Finally, another full para. So we could chip it some more with Wing Attack. Okay, 2 in a row. That's pretty lucky. There's another Psychic. I don't think another Wing Attack KOs yet. I think we need 2 more. So, here we go again. Maybe I could have switched Maya on this monster and gotten Whirlpool chip while on a full para turn while otherwise recovering up, but that's not really any more exciting, is it? Surprised at how useful Whirlpool has been in this run. I really didn't expect it to be at all, but it's had its moments. Just don't think this is one of them. Must be almost out of Psychics by now, if that wasn't the last one. There's a Headbutt. Amnesia, Psychic, Headbutt. I'd switch Emerald in if I knew the last attack wasn't water type. Okay, Wing Attack does KO with a crit. Got 2 Pokemon left. That's a little more like it. Go off for fancy new TM attack. We can fish for a para with this while at the same time doing damage. Crit! So we got crit, crit, para. Probably off a full para, and there's another full para. I might have lost the right to complain. And from the way the AI is playing this, I think his last Pokemon is probably something weak. So hey, might have cheesed red. Let's see. Oh, hello. Emerald, you've been hanging around the team for quite a while. How'd you like to be the star here of the final battle? Didn't even use double kick, he used pin missile, so should be pretty straightforward at this point. And it took a while, but I sure did hacks the hell out of this guy eventually. So that's fun. And really takes away any room to complain that I had about this battle. Looks like it's just going to be a formality to finish off this Jolteon as we show off another of the moves that I was hoarding in its TM form for, in Dig's case, the vast majority of this playthrough. If only Emerald had Earthquake. But I gave that to someone else who never got to use it. And I could have just finished it off with Strength, but here I go mashing A. One more dig. And we beat Red. That Lapras had me thinking it might not happen, but it's a randomizer. They're not all Lapras. And that's the game. Technically. There is actually, I think, one last thing I want to do before I end this Nuzlocke. I mean, the Nuzlocke is over, but there's one last thing that I think I want to do in this game. Just as a little epilogue, you could say. But I don't need to record the whole thing, so I'm just going to cut to the payoff for that. But hey, this was my first time recording a Nuzlocke. There's going to be a little bit more to this video after I pause the recording. But the challenge is over. I had fun. This is a very silly randomizer that delivered some pretty good moments. And maybe I'll do something like this again sometime. I'm definitely still getting used to talking through my gameplay, but I enjoyed this. So, more to come someday, probably. Be right back with that one last thing that I still want to do before I declare this over. Okay, I skipped the Karate King earlier because HMs, remote location, annoying, couldn't be bothered. But that Tyrogue is pretty much the only static encounter I didn't bother with, and my curiosity is getting the best of me, so here's the true final boss. The Karate King. Who else could it have been, right? Red is one thing, but this guy... Swimmer Max. This guy's tapping into the secrets of the unknown. This is final boss material right here. Blood Mount Mortar quickly, for old time's sake. May is definitely the Pokemon who lasted longest, right? I know she was kind of in and out of the team early on. But if anybody is the face of this playthrough, I think it's May. Especially since her grass types kept dying. Anyway, that was the Karate King. Get that egg. Warg! Hi, I'm crushed. Oh, he just gives you the Tyrogue. I thought it was... Okay. My bad. And it was an Ursaring. Okay. Well, we know what it was now. That's fighting type Ursaring. Very cool. Alright. Hey, well, that's the final replacement for Ash on the team. So final team, Corsola, Typhlosion, Alakazam, Steelix, Dragonite, Ursaring. Sounds pretty good to me. Nothing more to do with them. Nuzlocke over. Bye. Smell you later. Bye-bye, a go-go.